Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
We're too busy looking at someone who's openly wearing a red hat saying, I want America to be great again. That's the guy you got to watch. He's not hiding it. Yeah. He's got a flag in his front yard. His truck is probably dressed the same. And
hi, everybody. Auntie Speaks here. We're going to look at two individuals that are both pretty controversial, Tom McDonald and Tyrus, the wrestler. I think it's hilarious that in today's world, some of the smartest bulbs in the bunch are people who are looked down upon by the intelligentsia. So you get a bunch of college professors in the room and they can spout nonsense for hours on end. And yet you get two guys like this and they put together some really rather incredible stuff. So there's a couple times where I'm watching, Tyrus is on Gutfeld on Fox News, where they're going around to this intelligent person and that intelligent person, and they get to him, and he has some of the most profound statements. And I'm really sorry, the clips that I found here were not his most profound statements, but it was really, really tough to actually find them once I watched them, the original times. So I'll just give you a couple of tastes. First, I'm going to start with Tom McDonald. If you don't know who Tom McDonald is, he is awesome. So he is a rapper who has decided to take on the towers, the ivory towers, everything that we're not supposed to say, everything that we're not supposed to talk about. And we're going to look at just short clips of two of my favorite songs of his or videos of those songs. And I just want you to listen. So we're going to start with The System. Here we go. Here's a clip of The System from Tom McDonald.
Welcome to the world, baby boy. I'll paint you red and white and blue. The indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid with curriculums at school. And if the classroom doesn't do the trick, we'll make you watch the news. Pick your team, right or left, take the red pill or the blue. You can vote, but even if you win, still everyone will lose. Don't forget to buy designer because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Get a job that you can't stand so you can buy some cans of food. Go overseas and die for freedom, there's some oil we could use. Our democracy exists so that you think that you can choose. But our algorithms make you do what we want you to do. What's the problem? Your depressed society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse. Go get married to a lady who also don't have a clue, and pump out a few babies that are just the same as you. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Wow. Wow. That was so great. Okay. Tom, it's like every word that comes out just like guts you. And no, I don't like rap. I only like his rap. So, because every word that he says means something. Red or blue, pick your team, right or left. Yeah, politics is there to divide us. And if you don't think that that's by design, then you have not been paying attention. You have not been paying attention. So yeah, you're born and indoctrination starts right out of the womb. We know that now more than ever before. Why? Because COVID gave us a window into every classroom on the face of the planet. And so parents and average everyday people who went to school when they were young saw what was being taught to these kids. And if you don't think that the goal of teachers today is indoctrination into pretty much most crazy stuff that's going on today, gender theory, CRT, white people are bad, America's racist, America's terrible. They are plugging it in and feeding it to their kids as soon as they come into that classroom at 5. And let me tell you, that is pretty darn scary. Do you know why? Because that is the modus operandi of most totalitarian states. Ever hear of the Hitler Youth? No? Never heard of those? No? Okay. Did you know Mao had, a bunch of young kids who would inform on their parents? In fascist Italy, which was a socialist state, but somehow it's right. But it was a socialist state. They had the brown shirts, young men who ran around and went after people. Once again, going after their kids. One of the most famous kids in Russia, in communist Soviet Union, was a boy who informed on his parents. They were sent to the gulag and they died there. Yeah, so totalitarian regimes separate parents from their children. Yes. What else? What else does he got? So if schools don't work, we're going to make you watch the news. Okay, we all know about the news. I mean, seriously. I mean, how many times did the mainstream media call Trump a fascist? I mean, over and over and over and over again. And I challenge someone in the comment section, please give me one thing that Trump did that was fascistic. And not what you think it is, which means there's an R next to the name, so they're immediately a fascist. Okay. All right. You can vote, but everyone will still lose. Okay, no, we're not talking about the election, Susan Wojcicki. We're not. We're talking about politicians are only in it for themselves. They only care about you every 4 years. 2 if we're lucky for the congressmen. Senators don't care about you once every 6 years. They promise you the moon, the stars, and the sun, and then they get elected, and then they line their pockets. And that's it. Buy designer, because Gucci makes you cool. Yep, totally. Our democracy exists, so you think that you can choose. But our algorithms tell you what we want you to believe. Did you know that there was a study done that Google could push like 10% of the electorate to believe something by just changing the results in their search engine? They did tests after tests. There was one guy who became obsessed with it, and he literally like tested it for years. And if you think that Google is not doing this, type in something controversial. Just start typing it into Google and see the results that are suggested. You see the results that are suggested, and you'll laugh. Welcome to the system. Everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. It hates you all. Yes. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. Black people, you are not oppressed in America. White people, you are not oppressed in America. If you're an American, we are the most blessed people on the face of the planet. And if you are honest with yourselves, you will all agree. Let's take a look at Tyrus.
He makes a great point about, the Patriot Act. Now it's Act Against the Patriots. Isn't that funny how it's come all the way around? And they've made the bar so low that they're never wrong. Like if you say, oh man, I don't like Sleepy Joe, terrorist. So we're too busy looking at someone who's openly wearing a red hat saying, I want America to be great again. That's the guy you got to watch. He's not hiding it. Yeah. He's got a flag in his front yard. His truck is probably dressed the same, and he'll be happily to tell you what his political beliefs are, his religious beliefs are, his education. That's the guy you got to watch. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem is that when we get hit with something, Yep.
Yeah, common sense. Way to go, Tyrus. Average, everyday Americans, when they disagree with their government, are not terrorists. They are not terrorists. And, why can't my party start being straight talking like these two gentlemen? Start calling them out and showing them how idiotic everything that they say are. Every time you watch CNN or MSNBC, they're like, yeah, white domestic terrorism is the most problematic thing, the most dangerous thing in America. It's like, really? Okay. Let's look at Tom McDonald again.
Here's the problem with America, the country is broken. Cause they minds stay closed, but they mouths stay open. Get attacked and we blame terrorists, go broken, we blame the price. Blame racists for the racism, but only if his skin is white. If we don't need guns, cause we can call the police. We don't need fire extinguishers, call a fireman please. You didn't want to build a wall and now the border is weak. Your favorite actor has a gate that's like 15 feet. Racism is gay, if you're offended that's retarded. And tolerance is great until you speak and you're a target. If a white man paints his face black, he's a racist piece of garbage. But you put him in a dress and he's courageous and he's gorgeous. All these double standards, man, I'm tired of the noise. Freedom's an illusion if they censor your voice. Call a dad a deadbeat for neglecting his boys, but a mom kills a baby and you call it pro-choice. You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah, we know that. Who told you that you so special? To a new world order. Your facts ain't facts without censoring us. Yeah, we know that. Good job, you lose. Here's your medal. To a new world order.
There's so much there, I don't even know where to start. So America's broken. I agree with him that America is broken. And we've got to find a way to come together. And their minds are closed, but their mouths are open. Have you ever noticed that? The people who talk the most are usually the people who know the least. And they're usually screaming it from the top of their lungs. Blame racists for racism, but only if the skin is white? Yeah? Ever hear of Ibrahim X. Kendi? Yeah, he claims that, black people can't be racist. And I got to tell you, I've been on this earth a while, and I have never heard more racist stuff than what I've heard in the last couple of years. And it is usually coming from a black person. And it's not an old black person, someone who, might have really gone through some really bad stuff. It's a young black child who is paying $40,000 or $100,000 to go to Harvard. And the racist stuff that they rant it's like crazy. I mean, just crazy. I mean, how about the, let's defund the police. Yeah, let's, you defund the police, and then you don't need guns because you can call the police, but you wanted to defund them. And his is perfect, so we don't need fire extinguishers then, just call the firemen. I mean, the wall, but your senator, your actor friend, your famous person over there has got a wall with a gate and a security guard. But we can't have a wall at the border. That's racist. What else? Oh, yes. A man paints his face black, like our little authoritarian to the north, Mr. Trudeau. He did blackface like several times, so he's completely racist. But if you take that same guy and you put him in a dress, then he is so brave. So brave. Beautiful and brave. As one of my favorite YouTubers says, beautiful and brave, beautiful and brave. This is really just perfect. The left of today demonizes everybody. That's what he's talking about, a new world order. You act like you're so much better than us. They know everything. All of us little peons, we are just the ignorant masses. We are the basket of deplorables. We are the MAGA movement, i.e. we're racist, domestic terrorists. Yeah. Yeah. Let's hear a little bit more from Tyrus.
But if you ask the White House, it's the guns' fault. The president's expected to lay out an anti-crime strategy this week, focusing on gun crimes as a way to slow the country's rise in homicides.
One of my roles on this show is to just keep it real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really good about getting fired and finding new jobs. I'm really
Uh-oh,
in the spirit of that.
Yes.
When is somebody, I guess it's me, just going to say, it's not the guns, it's not. People are bad. Human beings are rotten.
Yeah.
We lie, we cheat, we steal, we kill each other, we rape, we pillage. Human beings do this.
Yes.
The only way to stop it is by putting the bad human beings away. You want to blame, you want to take the police's money away, you want to take guns out of hands. The whole point of the right to bear arms is to protect us from what? Bad humans.
Yes.
You tell him, Tyrus. Yeah. People are bad. Yeah. People are bad. If you ban guns, just bad people will have guns. Plus, it's the first move in any totalitarian state. The H word, that guy with the little mustache, that's one of the first things that he did. Yeah, Venezuela, that's the first thing that Chavez did was disarm the public. Because you can't have a communist system if everybody has a gun, because then they could fight back. People are bad. They do bad things. You need to take the bad people and lock them up. I just wanted to highlight that here we got a rapper and we have a wrestler who seem to be the only people who are able to come and say, okay, guys, this stuff is obvious. It's obvious. And Republican Party, I don't even like the Republican Party. I hate most Republican politicians, but the Democrats are crazy right now. They're like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and there's no other way to say it. You guys need to start calling them cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's what you need to do. You need to start calling them out and laughing at them to show them how idiotic what they believe is. You need to start doing what Tom McDonald and Tyrus are doing here. Call them out on their horse pucky. Okay, guys, comment below. Share this, like, subscribe. I thought this was fun. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about. So we'll see you on the next one.